పిజ్జా, బర్గర్, ఫాస్ట్ ఫుడ్, హోటల్ బిర్యానీ, చిప్స్ తదితర ఆహార పదార్థాలతో చిన్నారుల ఆరోగ్యం దెబ్బతింటోందని తల్లిదండ్రులు ఈ విషయం తెలిసి కూడా ఇదే ఆహారాన్ని పిల్లలకు అందించడం ఆవేదన కలిగిస్తోందని ఆహార ఆరోగ్య నిపుణులు పద్మశ్రీ పురస్కార గ్రహీత డాక్టర్ ఖాదర్ వలి అన్నారు. ఆహారం, జీవన విధానంలో మార్పులతోనే చిన్నారులను ఆరోగ్యవంతంగా తీర్చిదిద్ది వారి బంగారు భవిష్యత్తుకు బాటలు వేయగలమని సూచించారు. 2024 ఫిబ్రవరి 28న కేఎల్ యూనివర్సిటీ ఆధ్వర్యంలో రైతు నేస్తం ఫౌండేషన్ సహకారంతో గుంటూరులోని యూనివర్సిటీ క్యాంపస్లో మిల్లెట్ మానియా పేరుతో నిర్వహించిన సిరిధాన్యాలతో సంపూర్ణ ఆరోగ్యం సదస్సులో ఖాదర్ వలి పాల్గొని ఆహార, ఆరోగ్య, జీవన అంశాలపై అవగాహన కల్పించారు. రైతు నేస్తం ఫౌండేషన్ చైర్మన్ డాక్టర్ యడ్లపల్లి వెంకటేశ్వరరావు, కేఎల్ యూనివర్సిటీ సిబ్బంది సహా పలువురు ప్రముఖులు ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో పాల్గొన్నారు.
మేము రైతు నేస్తం ఫౌండేషన్ ద్వారా అనేక కార్యక్రమాలు, రైతుకు సంబంధించిన కార్యక్రమాలు మేము చేస్తూ ఉన్నాం. దాంట్లో మిల్లెట్స్ అనేది ఒకటి ప్రధానమైంది. అలాగే న్యాచురల్ ఫార్మింగ్, ప్రకృతి వ్యవసాయం, అలాగే టెర్రస్ గార్డెన్, అర్బన్ ఫార్మింగ్. ఇప్పుడు చాలామంది టెర్రస్ గార్డెన్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. ఎందుకంటే ఒక రైతుగా గ్రామాల్లో చేయలేని వాళ్ళు అర్బన్ ప్రాంతాల్లో టెర్రస్ గార్డెన్ చేసుకుంటే కనుక అన్ని రకాల మొక్కల్ని, అన్ని రకాల పూలు కానీ పళ్ళు కానీ పెంచుకొని ఆ వాతావరణాన్ని, పర్యావరణాన్ని కాపాడుకుంటాం. మీరు ఇంటి మీద టెర్రస్ గార్డెన్ కనుక వేసుకున్నట్లయితే ఆటోమేటిక్గా మీ లైఫ్ స్టైల్ కూడా మారిపోతూ ఉంటుంది. ఎందుకు లైఫ్ స్టైల్ మారుతూ ఉన్నానంటే చాలామంది, ఎందుకంటే ముందు గతంలో రైతులు చాలామంది ఏం చేసేవాళ్ళు అంటే వాళ్ళ పశువులు ఉండేవి. పశువులు ఉన్నప్పుడు ఏం చేసేవాళ్ళు, ఆటోమేటిక్గా ఏకుందామని 5 గంటలకు లేసేవాళ్ళు. 5 గంటలు లేచి ఆ పశువులకు సంబంధించిన మలమూత్రాలు తీసేయడం, వాటిని నీళ్లు పెట్టడం, వాటికి ఆహారం వేయటం, పొద్దున్నే 7 గంటలకే పొలానికి వెళ్ళటం. వాళ్ళు శారీరక శ్రమ ఎక్కువగా ఉండేది. ఎక్కువ ఉండటం వల్ల అప్పుడు ఆ రోజుల్లో పంటలు కానీ ఏదైనా కానీ వాళ్ళకి ఎలాంటి కష్టాలు లేకుండా గడిచిపోయినాయి. కానీ రాను రాను మనకి ఫర్టిలైజర్స్, ఇవన్నీ పాలు, ఇవన్నీ రెడీమేడ్ రావడం వల్ల పశుసంత తగ్గిపోతూ ఉంది. పశుసంత తగ్గిపోయినప్పుడు ఆటోమేటిక్గా మన కల్చర్ కూడా చేంజ్ అవుతూ ఉంటుంది. పొద్దున్నే 7కో 8కో లేకపోవడం, ఎక్కడి నుంచో పాల ప్యాకెట్ వస్తే ఆ పాల ప్యాకెట్ కోసం వెయిట్ చేయటం, ఆ పాలో లేదా టీయో తాగి 8కో 9కో మనం అన్నీ చేసుకొని ఎప్పుడో 11కి పొలానికి వెళ్ళి మనం చేసే పని చాలా తక్కువ ఉంటుంది. అందువల్ల గ్రామాల్లో కూడా రైతులకి ఈరోజు అనేక సమస్యలు, ఆరోగ్య సమస్యలు చాలా వస్తూ ఉన్నాయి. మీరు కూడా మీ లైఫ్ స్టైల్ని కనీసం కాలేజీ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత లేదంటే హాలిడేస్ సమయంలో కనీసం మీ ఇంటి దగ్గర కొద్దిగా మైండ్ ఫ్రెష్ అవ్వడానికైనా పైన మొక్కలు కనుక మనం పెట్టుకుంటే మీ ఇంట్లో తల్లిదండ్రులకు కూడా ఈ టెర్రస్ గార్డెన్ వల్ల మొక్కలు పెంచుకుంటారు. కావాల్సిన ఆకుకూరలు కావచ్చు, కూరగాయలు కావచ్చు, అవన్నీ కూడా మనం పండించుకోవడానికి అవకాశం ఉంది. ఎందుకంటే బయట కొనుక్కొని వాటిలో ఎలాంటి రసాయనాలు ఉన్నాయో అవన్నీ కూడా మనకు తెలియదు. కాబట్టి మన కళ్ళ ముందు మనం పెరిగే వాటినే మనం పండించుకొని తినడానికి అవకాశం ఉంది. అందువల్ల మీరు ఇవన్నీ కూడా చిన్న చిన్న చిట్కాలు అయినప్పటికీ మీరు అందరూ కూడా పాటిస్తారని నేను ఆశిస్తున్నాను. ఎందుకంటే పాటించితేనే మీ ఆరోగ్యాలు బాగుంటాయి, ఫ్యూచర్ బాగుంటుంది.
There is no food for future generations because another 2 degrees centigrade increase in global warming, you will have no rice and wheat growing. Already 28% of wheat and rice production has come down despite the technologies, despite the fertilizers, despite the improved pesticide usage. We are using so much pesticides and fertilizers. Residual things are finding themselves in South Pole. The penguins have cancer. Penguins, do you know what penguins are? Birds that cannot fly. They are in South Pole. No human civilization exists, but still we are touching them by giving diseases. All this is due to the food that we have been chosen by this corporatization. The fertilizers, the chemicals, chemical industry is dictating what you are eating, and you are not questioning, should I eat this or not? In fact, cows do not exist anywhere on this planet other than India. It's a very local animal. They have taken one of those animals and then they actually genetically modified IVF, in vitro fertilization. There is no need for bull. For any female mammalian system, you need the mammalian male counterpart, the sperm. So they have sperm banks and then IVF centers. So the cows are inseminated, you have artificial insemination, steroids, antibiotics are used happily, and that is the business. Your cows now give milk for 30 liters. That means you are impregnated with steroids and antibiotics, and that is prescribed as complete food. Scientific books have writing, you need to have milk, complete food. The moment the human race started drinking this milk, the average age of menstruate cycle for women used to be 15 years. They used to start their menstruation. Now it has come down to 9 years. And there are kids now and then coming to clinics at the age of 6 menstruation. This has all happened in America 25 years ago, and it is happening everywhere on this planet now because they have exported these technologies and making their money, and we think we are getting food. So, Green Revolution, they are selling pesticides and fertilizers. White Revolution, they are selling steroids and antibiotics. These two put together, the food going into your mouths is killing the microbes, gut microbes. From celiac, after the stomach, you have the absorbing area called celiac region. That includes small intestine and large intestine. That place is screwed up because microbes, symbiotic microbes, they do good for you. Not just good. They are the ones, actually they weigh around 2.1 kilograms, gut microbes, which is actually heavier than your brain. And most of the biochemical reactions and biochemicals are actually generated, rather biosynthesized with the help of these microbes. Unless your gut microbes are healthy, you are not going to be healthy. That means the food choices that we have made at the behest of these corporate companies, in the name of science, in the name of development, in the name of progress, in the name of biotechnology, in the name of genetic modifications. What all we have created is lifestyle diseases like diabetes, BP, heart attacks, thyroid problems, including cancer conditions. So all these lifestyle diseases, what we are calling, are basically food-related problems. You are all addicted because sugar is the most addictive chemical on this planet for human blood. You need to de-addict a lot of things because the diseases will not disappear just like that. On top of it, we have created a system where the doctors ask you to come and visit them, have the checkups, have the scans, have the tablets, and if you ask them, how long should I take these tablets? Lifelong is the answer. So we have been eating unscientifically. So the so-called scientists have chosen unscientific food for us. And the doctors have been advising us to take more chemicals to manage the problems that we have created by wrong food choices. Because rice, wheat, sugar create glucose imbalance. And drinking milk and milk products creates hormonal imbalance. That's how men have been losing sperms, women have been having all gynecological problems. But then the experts of doctors have not been pointing the problem towards the food, rather they are telling lifestyle. This is the real problem. So, if you change the food that can regulate your balance of glucose into your bloodstream, which rice and wheat sugar cannot do because there is no mechanism, because it is rice and wheat are C3 grasses. If we give water, it increases its yields, just like cows increase their milk production. Whereas millets, the food that the human race has eaten for lakhs of years, not 1, 2, 300 years, 200 years, 1000 years. There have been C4 grasses on this planet, 6,000 varieties, out of which more than 200 species have grains that are very small, less than millimeter size. That's why they are called millets. Milli means smaller than what we can see. And the photosynthesis is absolutely different on these grasses that occupy 90% of the soil on this planet. And all other plants do C3 photosynthesis. These guys do C4 photosynthesis. So the genomic content of these grasses is so high that they don't need water. They don't need fertilizers. They don't need any damn thing. They just need the sprouting of these grains, and there begins the life. They hold the top 4-5 inch layers of the soil all along, anywhere and any part of the globe, starting from Himalayas to deserts. In fact, you can regenerate soil from sand if millets can be grown. Millets can grow. We have done that kind of experiments. It is nature that finds these ways. So if you want to save the soil, planting trees does not help, because the seed of the plant, the tree, has to take roots. The top 4-5 inch soil has to be right. So your agricultural practices, that is growing rice, growing wheat, growing sugarcane, all this have managed to damage the top 4-5 inch soil. More than 40% of the soil is depleted because you are eating rice, wheat and sugar. Simply full stop. No discussion on this. This is a fact. To grow food, you need the soil. To keep the soil live, you need millets, the C4 grasses that grow. So fundamentally, to grow food, you need the soil. To grow, to keep, to maintain the soil, you need to grow millets. And the millets do not need water to grow because their genomic content is different. They make glucose, the grains, on C4 protocol, which does not require water. What I am trying to communicate is, even if you give water, millets do not take it. Even if you provide fertilizers, they do not take it. That is the beauty, and that's why if you say, someone saying I am growing organic really means growing the soil, maintaining the soil, and that means growing millets. What am I trying to communicate? If you stop eating rice, wheat and sugar, you will have no diseases, because your blood's homeostasis is maintained. And who can maintain that? Millet food, because they have fiber associated with carbohydrate. They will never ever allow your bloodstream going thick, going out of homeostasis. The science of millets is what keeps your blood thin and sees that you would not put on weight, you do not get diabetes, you do not get cancer, you do not get thyroid problem, you do not get hormonal balance, you do not get, in fact, any disease, because the celiac region is going to be filled with diversified food grains, providing diversified microbes in your gut, called gut microbes. Once your gut microbes health is taken care of, microbial imbalance is set right, you will have absolutely not even infection takes place. That means no corona 19, no corona 99 also can affect you. Raitunestham has done these experiments. They have actually taken sand beds and grown the millets. 5 millets: kodo millet, little millet, foxtail millet, barnyard millet, brown top millet. They need 10 centimeters of rainfall, that's all. 4 or 5 rains are good enough for these grasses to grow. That's all. Just the sprout has to come. After that, the blades of these grasses actually host hygroscopic bacteria. The water is absorbed. Even if you have 30% humidity in the environment, it's good enough for the grasses to grow. In fact, if you all have been observant near an electric pole, even in summer, even in Vijayawada, you will see some grass growing near the pole, because the night, the cool gives some water droplets, the grass grows, even in summer. So what it means is that you can grow food anywhere, anytime, any place. But sadly, these experts have come and told us, not only you, told the farmers also, oh, you are eating primitive food. This is coarse grains. This is bird feed. This is pig feed. This is animal feed. Oh, all at a sudden all our farmers felt, oh, am I eating primitive food? I am eating pig feed. So where is the food? Don't worry, we will give you premium food, wheat and rice. We have the fertilizers. You can grow, instead of 8 quintals, we can grow 35 quintals. See, now take this. And we have patented. You keep paying us royalty. You see how nicely they have managed to put the whole world under their thumb. I am trying to communicate to you people that what you are eating is not real food, which is not scientific, which is not good for our gut, which is not good for microbial balance, which is not good for hormonal balance, which is not good for glucose balance. And if you disturb these 3 balances, you will never ever be healthy. So if you want to be healthy, what are you need to do? First thing is stop doing what you are doing now. Emergency you need hospital, but for everything hospital, multi-speciality hospitals. That means we are living and leading our life unscientifically. One who does not take a tablet knows how to live. Health is in what you eat, and if your food is right, no medicine is needed. And when your food is wrong, no medicine works. Be aware. World is very tough. Please make right choices. Keep asking questions. Right now, I have been working for the last 30 years. There is no one who has worked on millets. That itself shows how sad the situation is. These grains have been there for thousands of years on this planet Earth, and there is no one doing work. Even if there is little bit here, little bit there for animal feed, for this, for that, bird feed. Am I making sense? So please, this is the real food for human gut. This was there and this should be there into the future, because that's what can save the planet. The carbon dioxide footprint can be wiped out only when you start eating millets. And right now the whole world is telling there is no food because global warming, 10.4 billion tons of carbon dioxide footprint is created by you guys drinking coffee, tea, rice, wheat, and billions of pigs and billions of chicken. Someone said eating chicken legs and this. And please mind my words. Whenever you eat, think, am I creating carbon dioxide footprint? When you eat millets, you are wiping out carbon dioxide. It's actually positive. All the negatives that we have done so far can be put it into positive account when you start eating millets. So each year, from the last 25 years, human race has created 10.4 billion tons of carbon dioxide from the food industry alone. And the remaining 3 billion is from all the other activities. So green energy, green is only about 3 billion tons. How about the food that we are eating? No expert is talking about. So this is all food for thought, and the real food is millets because they can wipe out your diseases. We have cured type 1 diabetes, we have cured this, you have cured that. You name your diseases. We have a list of called protocols, 108 diseased conditions, 15 to 20 cancerous conditions, mental illnesses. All these diseases of modern day life can be just wiped out only if you have the food changed in your plates. I do agree with him that you all should cook. Every human being should cook, whether you are male or female. If your wife gets sick, you are ready to order Zomato and feed her more chemicals. But if you are sick, you expect your wife to make everything and feed you. it's unfair. Just to take care of your kids and wife when they need you, please learn cooking. Thank you.
ఈ వీడియో మీకు నచ్చితే లైక్ చేయండి, ఇతరులకు షేర్ చేయండి. వీడియోపై మీ అభిప్రాయాన్ని కామెంట్ రూపంలో తెలపండి. మరిన్ని వ్యవసాయ వీడియోల కోసం రైతు నేస్తం యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్ ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. పక్కనే ఉన్న గంట సింబల్ నొక్కి నోటిఫికేషన్స్ ద్వారా తాజా వీడియోల సమాచారం పొందండి.